and welcome to Positive Not Negative. Once again, a beautiful day outside. Hopefully we're going to impart a little bit of information and get some information back from you. Just going to do a couple of quick shout outs today. And then we're going to get back onto it again with the next one. We'll get into some particular subject that we're going to talk about. But today I just want to do a shout out. Are you hearing about all of the, I guess 5 Democratic, I think it was senators, came out and changed their stance on gay marriage? All of a sudden they're for it. We all know that President Obama just came out on it as well in 2012 and stated that he is now for gay marriage. Elton John has done it recently as well. And now Mrs. Clinton as well. Now, why are these people doing this? These are people that have been against it. And why were they against it? They were against it because they didn't like the idea of a union between a man and a man and a woman and a woman. Not so much the fact that they're going to call it marriage. They were against it, at least for the ones like Mrs. Clinton. They just thought that it was wrong. Not that they were against their having the same rights, at least that's what she's saying now, but they just said that it was wrong. Similar to what I said, the difference between the things that people like me were saying, we were saying give them the same rights. Just call it a civil union. Just as the example we used, you wouldn't call basketball basketball if you used a football, even if you had all the same rules in basketball, because it would really change the game. Because it's just going to change the game because it's not a round ball. So you would call it something else, otherwise you're going to have confusion. And that's all that we were saying. But it's interesting, I didn't see these Democratic, and even if they're Republicans, but they happen to be Democrats, I didn't see people, marching onto their lawns or marching up to the state capitol where they are and demanding that they change. I didn't hear it towards President Obama either. Nobody gave him a hard time at all about his hated, bigoted, whatever else you want to say, stance that he took. Same things that you call people who disagree with marriage, but use facts to back it up. It doesn't have anything to do with your sexual preference. It has to do with the fact that it's 2 men or 2 women, and we have defined marriage as between a man and a woman. At least that's how I grew up. That's why these people are changing now. It's what they told us. If they told us 2 + 2 is 5, we would think it was 5, or we would believe it was 5. But 2 + 2 is 4, and that's what it's always been. And to change it would just create more confusion. Okay, so just look. You're watching a lot of people out there. Just check the news, look in the papers, and look at the people and look at their positions. These are legislators. These are the people that have been keeping the rights from the gay community, whereas there are those of us that have been saying, no, they deserve all the rights the rest of us have. Don't treat anybody differently. We're not going to call you the same thing, so to speak, as something else. We're not going to call a football a basketball and a basketball a football. That's just going to create confusion. But we think you should get all your rights. Okay, another couple of shout-outs real quick. Our police department. Highway Patrol Officer Thomas out in the Lancaster, Palmdale area. Just want to say, ticket just went off. Remember you pulled me over? Pulled me over for talking on my cell phone. You were on the opposite side of the 138 highway. Not quite a freeway, but a highway. You said you saw me talking on my cell phone. There's even a divider in between there, quite a distance. But you said you saw me. You pulled me over. Then you decided to write me a speeding ticket because I asked you after you gave me almost a 10-minute dissertation on how wrong I was talking on a cell phone and all that. And then I finally asked you to just write the ticket. Please write down the time in case I want to take my bill in to fight it, because I hadn't been on my phone. I don't use my phone when I'm driving. So you decided to then therefore bob your head back and forth and say, I also clocked you speeding. I don't know. I understand, Officer Thomas, and I'm going to make this short. I understand. You probably never got invited to the junior high school prom, and therefore you're angry. You're going to take it out on everybody that you can. But you know what? I believe in karma, and one of these days, hopefully, if you have any children, I'll get to meet them. The other shout-out's going to Officer 282, Riverside, California, the one that saw me with my seatbelt off. Second time I've got a seatbelt ticket. Each time I had it on. And you might not believe me, but if you go look at a Chevrolet Trailblazer, I had a 2002 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Both times that's where I got my ticket. You cannot see the seatbelt. The officer said he saw something that I don't have in my car. He said he saw my seatbelt and the buckle up on the left side here. I took it to court. He went ahead and said that he saw that. He said that he saw it in court. He swore to it. And I know he could make a mistake. The interesting thing is that he swears to it so intently. I told the judge, I have my car downstairs. I can get you pictures. I can get you whatever. I just don't want to keep getting pulled over when I'm wearing my seatbelt and getting these tickets. So I just wanted to do a shout out to you, and once again, I do believe in karma. Maybe I'll meet your kids as well. And I think you know if you've seen me before. I hope I get to meet your kids. I hope you send them my way. Because you know what I'd like to do with them? I'd like to teach them about honesty, decency, even economics. Let them realize what impact their behavior has on other people, just because you have a quota to fill or something of that nature. So send them my way, and I'll teach them something that will hopefully make it so my children and my grandchildren can live with them, and they don't have to deal with these attitudes. People that will go into court, be angry, try to be intimidating in court, and then say things that aren't even true. And the judge just listens to you. You know you have the judge on your side. Like I've said before, if I had known the judge wasn't going to listen to me and didn't care, I wouldn't have gone in. This is Judge Anderson in Moreno Valley. I'm sure he's a nice man, but he's not going to listen to what we have to say. And if I had known that, I wouldn't have taken time off of work, wouldn't have gone down there to get yelled at by the judge and have this police officer try to intimidate me. And look, I'm totally behind the police when they do police work. But both of these incidences were just difficult situations as a result of the fact that I tried to reason with them. I took the second one to court just to say, look at what a Chevy Trailblazer is. Look at how it's built. You cannot see the seatbelt. All right, those are my shout-outs. We're going to stop it at that, and hopefully nobody else will have any of the problems I have. And hopefully we'll get the website back up, because I probably have 50 to 100 police officers. I put down the date, the times, the locations as to where they are, when they're driving their cars, and their car numbers, time of day, all that stuff, so we can track the cars. But look at the police officers that are out there. They're not on some kind of big chase, and there's no seatbelts. And I'm worried about their safety. They say they're worried about my safety, so I'm worried about their safety as well. All right, everybody, have a great day. I hope that you get outside. It's beautiful out there. Today's, the 26th of April. So have a great day, and remember, always be positive, not negative.